We have two big disinformation problems going on simultaneously now. We have the Russian disinformation that the United States has been trying to call out along the way, and even US intelligence being declassified in a way that must seem pretty shocking to you compared to your last time in government. And then we have a disinformation problem here at home. We've got 40% of Americans who still say they don't believe Joe Biden fairly won the 2020 election. We have more distrust of the American system than we've ever had before. Those were not characteristics of the American democracy when we last had to deal with a threatening Russia and before that Soviet Union. Um, Tell us a little bit about that dynamic.
Well, David, I do think longer term, that is the single biggest threat that Russia poses. And the two are definitely connected. I mean, the information domain is a domain of conflict. It is a battlefield. And Putin is a former KGB agent who knows all of the traditional tricks of how you make people, how you use information to divide and conquer, how you smear people, how you tell lies that are so big that people start to think, well, there must be something there, how you tell the truth about 60% of the time and then smear the other percentage of the time. That's what we're seeing with Ukraine. And I have to say, I think the Biden administration's counter information strategy has been brilliant, right? They're constantly releasing things, controlling the tempo of who's releasing information and forcing Putin more on the defensive. But of course, it's also Putin's troll farms that have been deeply implicated in first of all, making sure that lots of Americans don't know what to believe, helping the entire Trump campaign. What happens when you see 40% of Americans not believing in the election, or for that matter, the vaccine? That is exactly what Russia wants. In any democracy, if you don't have anything that you can believe as true, it destabilizes your country. So longer term, and this really may be longer term in terms of digital literacy, in terms of really training Americans and others to understand that information can be manipulated this way. That's as important, frankly, as any other military strategy we can adopt.